So, I think I need a sip of coffee. Hiya Dishies, welcome to my dining room. It's me, Dot, of course. You may wonder why I'm all dressed up. I'm all dressed up because I am participating in a collaboration hosted by my friends, Carol at My Blessed Nest and Erin at the Collection Vintage. And I thought it was appropriate for this holiday party to don some festive attire. I have some vintage things for the collaboration, which is titled Deck the Halls with Vintage Christmas. We all like to deck the halls. We all love vintage Christmas, or we wouldn't be watching each other on YouTube, right? So let me share with you some things that I found recently. I like to purchase swizzle sticks by the lot. Sometimes I buy them on eBay because I like to include them with packages for items that I sell from my Etsy store. I recently bought a fabulous lot. I don't even know how many were in there, almost 200 swizzles. And I think I paid $16, $18 for all of them. And there are some fabulous things in there. And just sorting through, I found these really wonderful Christmas swizzles. So the green one is a little Santa with his sack. And the red one, he might be a little Santa, but he may also be a little gnome. And then of course the white one is a snowman. The red and white ones don't have anything on them. And the green one says the Turf, 147 3rd Avenue, Seattle. And I thought those were really cute. I thought I would just put them in a little cup or something and display them. The next thing I found was this vintage tablecloth. I walked into the local cancer charity shop, saw this around the tree, and I asked if it was for sale. So I'll show you right here and tell you a little bit about it. They had this around the bottom of a Christmas tree they had on display, and I inquired about it. I could not find a price, and it looked like a tablecloth to me, but I really couldn't find out. And she said, oh, yes, that's the one we cut yesterday. We just cut it to fit around the tree. Do you still want it? And I said that I did. I hoped they would give me a good price. It's a circular tablecloth with fringe, vintage, of course. I will be putting that around my own Christmas tree. It is unfortunate that it's been cut. I may eventually stitch it back up. It's still very cute, and I think, what do I think? They charged me $2 for it. But I really like it. The next thing I have is this tissue box. It's been stitched over some canvas, Christmas bells. Isn't it cute? So I think a lot of people like these canvas, what is Peggy Lou? Do you guys know Peggy Lou at Crazy for Retro? You should. She's incredible. I love Peggy Lou and Norm. I think she calls this, I think she just calls it canvas stitching or canvas art. So it's like needlepoint, and it's done over a piece of canvas. I was trying to get my Kleenex box out of here. Yeah. You can find little coaster sets and things, but I thought this would be nice for the holidays. And can't remember where I got it or what I paid for it. I think it's already for sale in my shop. Yep. Other thing that I really like is this crocheted pot holder. I call it a pot holder. Peggy Lou, I know you call it a hot pad. She has an amazing collection of hot pads. I suspect she doesn't use hers because they're spick and span. This one is because I haven't used it yet. I use all of mine. But this was really nice for Christmas. I got this at a local charity shop, and I think it was $1. Yep. Do you use those? Do you like those? Let me know. Then this I found at Goodwill. This is a little, they call it a Chimer Molly Mouse, made in Taiwan. And she's a little bell ornament, but she's a little kitty cat. It's nothing. Thought she was kind of cute in her little Mrs. Claus style bonnet. Yeah. These, I don't know, I love these. I totally love these. I don't know what the deal is. These are mini Santa head light covers. There's 20 in each. They were both stapled together at the Goodwill. I got both packages for $1.39. That's the price that they use. Oh, it's coming out. And I don't know, I get kind of that, what is it called? That ASMR. Something about the crinkly plastic and of the package, and then the hard plastic Santa heads. I don't know, I love it. Now, I can't decide what to do with these. Part of me wants to take them out of here and put them in some kind of jar and just, you know, stick my hands in it from time to time. Part of me wants to leave them like this, and part of me wants to get rid of them. They're really quite nice, and I guess you would put them over the little LED lights on a little strand, you know, the little skinny ones. They're not terrible.
Do you like rattling things around? Do you like the sound of vintage packaging? Let me know in the comments. What's your ASMR trigger?
Sensory enjoyment of hard plastic rattling together. I do. I like it. Same thing for bells, right? Now this one's just in a Ziploc, which I don't find quite as satisfying, but these are vintage bells. Yeah, something about the plastic packaging that I like too, so I'm not quite as into these. But these I probably will because they're already open. Probably just put them in a little jar or something. These were probably half off, 75 cents at NCI. Yeah, so the next few things that I have, I also have them displayed on a table because you won't be able to see them when I hold them up. So I found it in a estate sale, this box. There was a room and they had Christmas things. It says crib set from Clifford, 1969. It's in this wonderful box. You can see what department store it says there. Inside was a 6-piece nativity set made in Japan. This is the Mary and the Joseph. And they are that kind of plaster that might even be over paper. It's like a plaster was over the paper. I'm not really sure. You can see it's definitely plaster on the bottom. They're in excellent condition. Beautiful baby Jesus. What a sweet, sweet face. And he had the Joseph original tag on him. And the set has 3 wise men also. All right, the last few things I have are, to me, were my most incredible finds. I found at one of the charity shops that I went to with Alicia, this vintage tinsel, and I have this laid out on the table. There's about, I'd say there's about 12 feet of this. This is a silvery gray, and it has just the most delicate thread running through it. Can you see how that's made? Very, very delicate. Yeah, and then the other two I have are white. This actually has a green wire running through it. And it is pretty flexible. And I'd say there's about 3.5 feet each of those. This one's a little more twisted, and you can see, it looks gross, but it's really just like it was glued to something. Yeah, and I think those were in a baggie for 25 cents.
Don't go away, because I have my best treasures in store for you at the end. But I wanted to remind you that links to Carol's channel, My Blessed Nest, and Erin's channel, The Collection Vintage, as well as the playlist for these Christmas videos, will be in my description box. Please be sure to check out their channels and the playlist for more fun. Don't go away.
There is a charity shop that I like to go to, and I was there at the beginning of October, early in October. And I went in and I was hoping to find some Halloween things, of which I found nothing. And they were beginning to put out some Christmas things. So the first thing I found there was this angel. And she's pretty large. I would say she's about 18 inches high. I believe she's made out of wood. I am not completely sure. And she's got a hook in the back. And I feel like I knew her when I was growing up. Someone had a set of this, and I think she was over a nativity scene. She would have been hanging from something for maybe an outside display. What do you think? I'm not sure. She was meant to hang up high. Yeah, she's pretty heavy, but what do you think? Isn't she pretty? Yeah, she's in great shape. So I really liked her. Yeah. Then, on the same shelf where she was, which was pretty bare, there was a large baggie, maybe one of those, you know, freezer size Ziploc bags full of Mercury beads. I've had jealous moments of watching other thrifters on YouTube getting their Mercury glass, and I even considered buying some. This is a strand, these are loose, and I will show you right here. So unbelievably, this is everything I got out of that one bag. There's so much of it, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. So, lastly, I think this was my most incredible find. When I saw these, I knew they were special, but I didn't really know what they were. I probably charged me $1 for the whole bag. And in it were these. So there were a bunch of these, and there were some that were dark blue. So there's these dark blue ones and the silver ones and the clips. And I got them home, and I just assumed they were all metal, like some kind of aluminum. So I went online and I was trying to find, I kept looking up aluminum candles, you know, feather tree clips and all the usual searches, and I couldn't find anything. And then it occurred to me that maybe they weren't metal. And I'm trying to tap them and figure out what they are. Well, long story short, they are glass. They are Mercury glass. And one of the ways I found that out was one of them was broken. And you can see inside, it was in the holder, so you could not tell that it was broken and it could still be used. Now these holders, all of them, I believe all of them had remnants of candles in them. The holders look brand new. They're in excellent shape. So there are, now I can't remember. There are 6 blue ones and there are only 3 silver ones. There's a couple that were hard to get out of the holder, so I did not take those out, but I will show you right here what they are.
Thank you so much for stopping by and looking at my vintage Christmas things. Don't forget to check out the playlist. It's in the description box below. Everyone have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. There will be another part to this video because I have lots of little Christmas smalls. So stop in again. Ta!